Conflict is a natural part of every relationship. No two people would agree on everything all the time. Now, how couples choose to handle those disagreements make all the difference. Conflict resolution is the healthy process of addressing differences through respectful communication, understanding, and compromise. You're welcome to this very exciting episode of Finding Love. I am Grace Werner. Finding Love is a relationship and marriage show that instills the right foundation for marriage with the understanding that marriage is God's idea. It is a show for anyone who is already married or desires to be married and desires to do marriage the way God has designed it, because marriage is God's idea. So you're welcome once again. Thanks to all my returning subscribers. I really appreciate you. Now, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, okay? Like this video, share it with your friends and loved ones, leave me a comment, and I'll be delighted to respond to your comments. So last week, we rounded up a series on long distance relationship, where I taught us what long distance relationship is about, the categories, the challenges, the advantages. Please, if you haven't watched it, go right now after this video and watch it, okay? And share it to your friends and loved ones. Today, we'll be starting a new series on conflict resolution. Trust me, this is not something you want to miss, okay? So sit right here. When I return from this break, we would commence. You're welcome back. Now, I said we'll be talking about conflict resolution. Okay, now before we dive into the subject proper, I want us to understand what conflict resolution is about, what fighting is about, and the differences between both of them. Because this series is titled How to Resolve Conflict in Your Relationship Without Fighting. So I want us to understand what conflict resolution is and what fighting is. So let me start with conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is a respectful and constructive process where two people work together to understand each other and solve a disagreement. So let's quickly just highlight certain features of conflict resolution. Number one, it focuses on finding solution. Okay. Number two, it uses active listening and I statements. Number three, over time, the relationships get better. Number four, it involves calm and honest communication. And number five, it involves understanding and compromise. So an example of conflict resolution could be this. So we've both been feeling stressed lately. Can we talk about how we can manage our time together? Now you can see that honest communication is present, compromise is present, the need to understand each other is present, and over time, definitely with this kind of understanding, the relationship will be strengthened over time. So let's talk about what fighting is. Now, fighting is an emotional and often aggressive exchange where the goal becomes winning the argument or expressing anger rather than resolving the issue. Now, let's highlight some features of fighting. It involves yelling, blame, and insults. It could be as a result of frustration or ego. It focuses on who's right or wrong, may include past unresolved issues or unrelated issues. And over time, it damages trust and emotional safety. Now, for example, words like, you are never available, you never show interest in my work, even the other time when we're having issues, this was what you did, this was what you did. You can see that there's the never word that is a trigger word. You can see that past examples or past experiences are being referred to, and you can see here that there's really no interest in understanding the other person or hearing the other person's feedback. It's about, you. It's a form of selfish way of trying to resolve an issue, or maybe not even resolving the issue, but expressing anger. Now, to help us understand the roots of conflicts in a relationship, we'll be talking about why conflicts happen in relationships. But first, let me say this. Conflict is not a sign of a bad relationship. It's a normal thing. Conflict is normal as long as the couple addresses these issues respectfully. Conflicts are bound to happen, okay? Two human beings cannot always agree on everything. So conflict is not a bad thing. What is bad is fighting, or how we choose to handle this conflict. Okay, now so let's talk about why conflicts happen in relationship. Number one reason is differences in value. Okay, people see things differently. What is right to somebody else might not particularly be right to somebody else. What is important or meaningful might not be the same way or perceived the same way to somebody else. So when two people see things differently in terms of value, it could lead to um, disagreements. Now, for example, a partner might value independence and the other one might love closeness. A partner might be of a different religion, the other one might see things differently from the same religion. Okay. A partner might value quality time and another partner might not particularly, value so much of quality time. Okay. And things like this could lead to conflicts, okay, where one partner feels, oh, this person is not spending enough time with me, and the other one feels, oh, I could be using this time to do something else. Or this person values career advancement, is pushing towards advancing their career, while the other person feels you need to spend more time with the family. Okay, or this person feels certain way about their religion, and this person feels another way about a religion. Okay, so things like this could lead to conflict in a relationship. Number two reason why conflict happen in relationship is due to poor communication habits. Now, this is one of the major problems or one of the major reasons why conflicts arise in relationships. So when a partner doesn't communicate well or listen well, resentments could build up. It could lead to lack of understanding and hurt feelings. So, poor communication habit is one of the reasons why conflicts happen in relationships. Number three reason why conflicts happen in relationship is due to stress and emotional baggage. Now, stress and emotional baggage can negatively impact a relationship by triggering conflict, making communication harder, triggering different kinds of reactions. When couples bring external pressure or baggages into their relationship, it can thoroughly hurt the communication. It can thoroughly affect the communication, it can hurt the connection in that relationship, it can make communication harder in that relationship. So, definitely, stress and emotional baggage is one of the reasons that lead to conflicts in relationships. Number four reason why conflicts happen in relationship is due to fear of rejection or fear of vulnerability. Now, fear of rejection or vulnerability can quietly but powerfully cause conflict in a relationship. When a partner feels like they are not able to open up, okay, or they're afraid that if they open up, they will not be accepted, it can lead to distancing, it can lead to them not being able to communicate their feelings, and things like this affect definitely would cause conflict in the relationship. Okay, now what is this fear of vulnerability? Now, the ability not to be able to express yourself emotionally, not to be able to say how you feel, not to be able to, let your partner in on your emotions. And what is fear of rejection? A fear that you might not be accepted. Now, these things are the things that actually lead to conflict in a relationship because it could make you to become aggressive or make a partner become aggressive. Now, what is the root of this fear? Sometimes it could be because of a past issue, unresolved issue. It could be because of rejection from the past. It could be low self-esteem. Okay, so things like this affect relationship. Now, how do these fears lead to conflict in relationship? Number one, through avoidance of honest communication. Number two, through defensiveness and control. Number three, through fear of emotional intimacy. And number four, overreacting to minor issues. Number five reason why conflicts happen in relationship is power imbalance and control issues. Now, power imbalance and control issues are one of the major sources of conflict in relationship, and this can go unnoticed until resentment builds up. Okay, what is this power imbalance thing about? It's about one partner, being in control of decision making, detecting how things go in that relationship, has, a stronger influence, or asserts themselves as the decision maker in that relationship. Now, what is control issues about? It is where one partner tries to dictate the other partner's choices, actions or relationships. And this is also often as a result of fear, insecurities, or the need to dominate and control the relationship of the other person. Now, this can show up in different areas, including money, sex, independence, how one expresses themselves emotionally, socially, and things like that. Now, I said before that conflict is normal. However, fighting is unhealthy. Okay, it's not normal. So, I want to quickly highlight some ways that you can tell if your conflict has become unhealthy. I've mentioned some of the things before, but I want to just reiterate them and add some more. So, one way you can tell if your conflict has become unhealthy is when name calling, insulting, or threats are involved. Okay, when silent treatment or withdrawal is involved, when yelling or emotional outburst is involved, when bringing up old issues become repeated. Okay, when blaming and shaming the other person is involved, when disrespect of boundaries or space is involved. All right, so I believe this has helped you, okay? And this will help you to check to see if your conflict has gone from, proper conflict resolution or fighting, okay? All right, thank you for joining me on today's video. I believe it has helped you. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it to your friends and loved ones, okay? Leave me a comment. I'd love to see your comments, okay? Also, I have just a couple of announcements. I'm here on Thursdays and on Fridays for Finding Love, this show. I'm also here on Sundays for a show I call Code for Easy Living. Do not forget to show up for me on Sundays, like my videos, and share them as well. Then, one last thing. Singles Hangout 6 is here, and we have birthed a new show. After 5 successful episodes or editions, we have birthed a new show called Heaven's Match, a matchmaking show. So if you want to be a part of this, please go to the description corner to see how you can be a part of it. Also, Who's Outreach, the charity arm of this ministry, is in need of support. Now, Who's Outreach stands for widows, helpless, orphans, sick, and elderly. So, if you'd like to be a part of this project to support us, whether in kind or in cash, I'll be highly grateful. Also, see the description corner to see how you can be a part of it. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. I remain Grace Renner. Bye for now.